What's going on, moviegoers? So if you're new to the channel, my name is Christian and welcome to Zero Productions. You guys, I saw Godzilla, King of the Monsters, last night in IMAX. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts and opinions on this film, and I will be talking spoilers. So if you have not seen the movie, go see it to come back to the channel and check me out. Now, with that being said, you guys, this is a movie that is a must-see in IMAX. It's a must-see. The scale on this film in IMAX is just ridiculous. Crystal golden clear picture throughout the entire film, throughout the entire sequences of this movie. It was gorgeous. I highly recommend you seeing it in IMAX if you haven't seen it yet. Please. It is an experience within itself, and it's one of the best movies I've seen in IMAX since Endgame. I know it's not saying a lot because Endgame just came out, but it was beautiful. Beautiful experience. But with that being said, you guys, let's talk Godzilla, King of the Monsters. What did I think about this movie? Well, I loved it. This movie was so much fun. I got a lot of monsters, a lot of, great looking CGI creatures, and these monsters were just badass. From Rodan, from Godzilla, from Mothra, from King Ghidorah, all of them were so cool. One of my issues with the first movie, wasn't enough Godzilla. That was one of my issues. Didn't care for much for about, the whole human relationships in the first movie. Just didn't grab me in like I guess I wanted it to, or, I didn't really care to be honest with you. But in this one, boy oh boy, they increased everything tenfold. So many more monsters, so much more monster screen time in this movie. It was insane. It was beautiful. The visual effects in this film were by far some of the greatest visual effects I've ever seen in a monster movie. It was so good. Everybody, all the monsters looked so realistic. It looked crazy. I was so impressed by the visual scale on this movie. The story of the film I thought was okay. I didn't necessarily have a problem with it. And like I said, I didn't go into this movie like, well, I want the script to be fantastic. I need it to be an Oscar-worthy script. That's why I'm going to see this movie. No, I'm going to see this movie because I want to see monsters fight. Period, point blank. I'm sorry. That's why I want to go see Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I don't give a fuck about the script being fantastic. I was entertained and it was fun. The script was good enough for me. Like I said, I'm not like a film critic like majority of these YouTubers claim to be. I'm not. I'm just a fan. And that's why I'm giving you guys my brief thoughts and opinions of what I thought about Godzilla, King of the Monsters. But the human relationships in the movie, they weren't bad. They weren't bad. I mean, you had Millie Bobby Brown. You had O'Shea Jackson. He was one of the Army guys. Cool story. I went to high school with him. He went to Taft. He went to Taft his senior year and graduated from Taft. And his dad, Ice Cube, he graduated from Taft way back in the day, like in the 80s or some shit like that. But yeah, it was cool seeing him on the big screen again because I do think he's a good actor. I mean, it's cool seeing Millie Bobby Brown doing something other than Stranger Things. She's young. She still has much more to go in her career, so I expect a little bit more from her further down the line. But other than that, like the whole human aspect of it all, I didn't really care for. Like I said, I don't care for that. And if it's great, it's a bonus. Cool, awesome, like Kong Skull Island. I love the monster fights in that movie. I love Kong. And the human dynamic relationships in that film were actually pretty good and entertaining. John C. Reilly, Samuel Jackson, Tom Hiddleston, Brie Larson. It was a bonus for me. I was like, oh, I actually care for some of these characters. That's interesting. So that's where I think, Kong Skull Island did really well for me. But Godzilla, King of the Monsters was such a fun experience. It was so cool seeing Monarch return and then having the one scientist chick, betray everybody because I forgot her name, sorry. The mama, Millie Bobby Brown, betray everybody because she has her own views and of how the world should be ever since, her son died from the first incident of when Godzilla returned. In the first movie, she wanted to rise all these titans in order for the natural selection to take place because the world is overpopulated and we know humans are destroying the world. We need to, have these monsters come back to life so they can wipe out half of the world or some shit like that. Like that was her main purpose, her main goal of the movie. But boy, oh boy, when things picked up, when things were going, woo, by far, I think my favorite monster was Mothra. Beautiful. When she, when she came out of that cocoon and then just the wings and, oh my God, it was beautiful. She was amazing. Amazing. King Ghidorah was fucking terrifying. Three-headed fucking monster was scary as shit. Rodan, when it came out of that volcano, like, I love how all of them came to life. It was so cool seeing everything like that. And there were more monsters in this film as well. I don't know the names of those monsters, but there were more monsters as well. Because King Ghidorah, this is on some crazy shit. King Ghidorah is not from Earth. Apparently, King Ghidorah is a fucking alien and crash landed on Earth. So him and Godzilla had history. You know, and then when the monarchs, the ex-monarchs, I call it, woke up King Ghidorah, I was like, holy shit, here we go. And Godzilla was already pissed, because Godzilla's like, yo, what's going on? What's happening? Why are these, you know, monsters awakening? What's happening? So he starts doing his own research and whatnot, and he's working with the Monarch crew. It's pretty cool to see. But like I said, when things pick up, they were picking up quick, and I really enjoyed it. It was a fast-paced movie, I felt. And my God, dude, the fight scenes were so good. Like, so good. That first battle scene between King Ghidorah and Godzilla was so sick. Oh my God, that was so much fun. That was so awesome. When King Ghidorah first arrived and, you know, Godzilla was under the ice or whatnot, then boom, he came through. I was like, oh shit, Battle of the Titans. They fought, how many times they fought? They fought 3 times. Yeah, they fought 3 times. Godzilla almost died in this movie because of the damn U.S. military army shooting that huge fucking missile or whatnot. And, you know, almost killing Godzilla. Godzilla had to go heal, so he went. I love seeing that whole scene of him going down in that, like, little fucking Legends of the Hidden Temple, like, dungeon or whatnot. And it was like, holy shit, dude, this is like ancient shit. Like, to see all that stuff was cool. So he was down there healing or whatnot, and, you know, his what was it? The radiation or whatnot. That he was getting stronger by that, and his, you know, that atomic blast was so sick. I loved when he used that atomic blast. But by the end of this movie, dude, like, it got so crazy, like, to see when Godzilla supposedly died, right? King Ghidorah really took over, and all the monsters were like, all right, well, we have a new king. And King Ghidorah was like able to create like this crazy ass like tornado vortex in the air and whatnot. It was insane. And then Rodan was working with King Ghidorah because, you know, like I said, that's the new king, because everybody thought Godzilla was dead. But when Godzilla came back, oh boy, it was on the line. And that last fight scene between King Ghidorah and Godzilla was so sick. It was epic. I love when Rodan came, and I love when Mothra came. And apparently Mothra's Godzilla's queen. I was like, I like that idea. It's sick. Mothra was beautiful. It was so unique and elegant, and I just loved the way she moved, and it was sick. I loved it. And then when she died, I was heartbroken. I was like, damn, no. Even Godzilla felt some way. But boy, oh boy, when that radiation, like, they're like, yo, we got to get out of here. This radiation is going to hit soon. Like, he's getting stronger. They got 6 minutes to get up out of here. And when Godzilla had that massive ass radiation thing going on, and then, you know, he was fighting King Ghidorah and he hit him with that fucking blast, dude, it was just like literally just destroying King Ghidorah. And that last fight scene was so well done. It was beautiful. The visual effects are fantastic. The music of this movie was great as well. This was literally everything I wanted in a Godzilla movie and more. Like, I cannot wait for the future of this universe. This is a huge step going forward for me. I really, really enjoyed every aspect of this film. And I can't wait to see, you know, what happens. Especially, you know, now that Godzilla's like the king of the monsters. And by the end of that movie, when he defeats King Ghidorah, he's like eating his head. Then he like blasts, does that atomic blast, and then his head's gone. Whoo! And then Godzilla takes the throne again. And then you see all the monsters surround him. And he's like, yeah, that's right. I'm king now. I'm the king. Like, that was so sick. His chest was up high. Like, it was so awesome seeing that. And you had all the monsters. Rodan even, like, bowed down to him. I was like, oh, yeah, that's what it's about. That's the title. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. That is what it's about. But I really liked it. I give this movie a solid B+. It was hella fun. Got a lot of monsters, and that's what I wanted. That is what I wanted. Like, I feel like, you know, the filmmakers heard my cries for the first movie, and they literally solved it. Thank you so much, Godzilla King of the Monsters. Fun movie, very entertaining. I definitely see it again. Great experience in IMAX. It was just a fun time at the movies, you guys. Monsters. Who doesn't like seeing monsters on the biggest format? It was cool. It really was. And, you know, even like leading into post-credit scenes, you know, I kind of know what's next. But I'm gonna do a separate video. I'm gonna do a separate video on that, probably right after this, and I'll upload it. But yeah, Kong vs. Godzilla coming soon. Post your comments down below, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about Godzilla King of the Monsters. Did you like it? Do you think it was a big upgrade from the first one? And how excited are you for the future of this franchise? Post your comments down below, you guys. And thank you for taking time out of your day for watching Zero Productions. Peace.